Hello, you are watching my YouTube channel. I am your host, Kamran Arshad. Today, I have invited a guest in this vlog, and I am going to discuss her life, her visions, her goals, and most importantly, her field. Hi, and welcome. We are delighted to have Swat Malik here today with us. Swat, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right, thank you so much. But to kick off this interview, ma'am, could you please tell us what inspired you to pursue a career as Cambridge certified teacher, trainer, freelancer, curriculum advisor, TESL Gold Medalist, and definitely perhaps share a bit about your journey leading up to your current role?
Okay, I would love to do that. Gamran, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And if I talk about my journey, so it all started when I had just finished my education. I did my master's in political science from Punjab University. That was way back in 1996.
Hmm,
So, so you would know what my age is.
hmm,
It's fine. Okay. So when I did my master's, I joined the education field there and
hmm,
then,
hmm,
1 week after my master's.
hmm,
And it was something very new to me. I'd never planned to join the teaching field. I started off as a teacher,
hmm,
and from then onwards
hmm,
till now, it has been 27 years plus.
hmm,
And I capacities. I worked as a coordinator, then an SN, then
hmm,
an HM, and a head of a school as
hmm,
well, and trainer as well. So there have been very different stages of my life, my career, but
hmm.
now at this moment of the time, I am a passionate trainer, and as a school head as well, I love to train teachers.
Hmm. And what was that moment when you realized that you have to do a lot of things in your life in coming future? And how do you manage all that stuff?
Well, the point of time that I decided was, I think, since I had started my education, I always wanted to do so many things.
Hmm.
And I never thought that I would just simply do my master's and sit at home. I
Hmm.
always wanted to work. I
Hmm.
always wanted to experiment. And I knew that I have it in me.
Hmm.
ये है कुछ ऐसा मेरे अंदर ये कर सकती हूँ.
Hmm.
So that is the thing that kept me striving.
Hmm.
And I worked throughout. I explored my potentials, and it proved that
Hmm.
I was good, bro, and I could do it. So I did my second master's in TESL from Beacon House National University,
Hmm.
and Alhamdulillah, being mother of two children and a wife, of course, I did my master's there while working, while in service, and I got a gold medal with the highest GPA in the department. And I joined the school group office that is called in my organization. I
Hmm.
joined as an education technology coordinator.
Hmm.
And that really, made me explore so many new fields, how we could integrate technology into education
Hmm.
and definitely make a good improvement and a change in the educational scenario of our children. So that point was the benchmark where I knew that I was there for something purposeful.
Well enough. Ma'am, you have had a remarkable journey in education spanning over 28 years. Can you share what inspired you to pursue a career in this field and how your roles have evolved over the years?
Well, I just mentioned that my role has started from being a teacher, and now, after so many, after 27 years, I think I am a good trainer by passion.
Hmm,
So, at my best, I can explore any field, I can train any number of teachers. I have been doing that, and I also provide special training services besides my job and on corporate level as well and on institution level as well. And it has proved to be very fruitful. My journey today means a lot to me. It has been very, very eventful and what I would say very helpful in, molding my own life as well. So if I'm a trainer, I know what a person needs and how to train them. The experience that I've gained in these years, it has really helped me, tone me up into a person that I am today.
Hmm. And as a leader, how do you define your leadership style? And what strategies do you use to foster a positive learning environment for both students and teachers?
Well, when I talk about being a leader, I'm quite different from normal leaders, if I would
Hmm.
say so myself.
Hmm.
I have worked with people and I've gained experience and learned what happens under leadership.
Hmm.
So the kind of leadership that I'm, experiencing now is that I am a go-to person.
Hmm.
Nobody is afraid of coming to me and sharing what
Hmm.
they're concerned about, either their students, either their parents, or either my staff.
Hmm.
So I am a team worker. I am a person that they can come to at any time, at any point of concern, anything, and I am a supporter. I want to make the kind of environment, rather, I'm sustaining a kind of environment in my organization, in my school where I work,
Hmm.
where it is like a family.
Hmm.
So, like a family, when we support each other, we have the same kind of environment over here. So,
Hmm.
I would like to pursue and encourage people to have that kind of environment because I think that is the kind of environment where people do prosper and
Hmm.
they can educate students and parents and themselves in a very positive manner.
Hmm.
So, having a positive environment is very, very important.
Hmm. You have trained many teachers on effective teaching techniques and classroom management as well. So, what are some key strategies you believe are essential for new educators to succeed in the classroom?
When we talk about teaching strategies, it's very unfortunately we are the kind of students that we are getting today have a big number of students who are of special needs. We call them STEM, students
Hmm.
with education, special education needs.
Hmm.
So to deal with them is a challenge. So what I do with those kinds of students, I take them on a one-to-one basis. So I train my teachers into how they can cater to the needs of each and every student, either they are for special needs or normal children, either they are above average, average, or below average. So, how they can cater to their needs so that they can come up to the level of the required standards. So, we really work hard on that, and my teachers are trained.
Hmm.
I teach them how to differentiate between different kinds of students, as we know that we have different kinds of learners in our classroom. Either
Hmm.
they're visual, auditory, kinesthetic, tactic, whatever.
Hmm.
So the technique I would like to inculcate in my teachers, and which I do so, is that how to make that classroom a place of learning for everyone, for
Hmm.
every kind of a child, so that each child gets their own experience. And in the end, by the end of the day, your objective is achieved, not only for some of the students, rather for the whole class. So that is the focus of my training
Hmm.
when I'm talking about classroom technique.
Hmm. And you have been involved in curriculum development across various roles. Can you discuss a specific curriculum change you have implemented and the impact it had on student learning?
When we talk about curriculum development, I
Hmm.
think curriculum is a static document.
Hmm.
Curriculum, every time a teacher goes into a classroom, she does not follow the same plan she does in one room and
Hmm.
then again the room, because the response that you're going to get from the students in every set of class is going to be different. So
Hmm.
every teacher is evolving. So that my um, point of view for a teacher when she goes into a classroom is that if you cannot succeed with a particular lesson plan in a
Hmm.
classroom, it does not mean you have to stick to it. You can evolve, you can improvise. So that is evolvement. So when we design a curriculum, we design it on a broad range,
Mm,
but we can evolve it, we can develop it as we go. So if we think rather when we introduced education technology, where I am today, we had to train the teachers as well. Obviously, it was something new for everyone, for the students and the teachers.
mm,
So when we introduced it, so it has to be evolved accordingly. It has to go as we experience it. So I would never say that curriculum designed, once you have designed it, is done. It's completed. No, it is not. We
mm.
have to improvise and it's evolving.
All right. Ma'am, as an education technology coordinator, how did you integrate technology into the curriculum? And what benefit did you observe in student engagement and learning outcomes?
Okay, we can take this in three steps. When I was given the responsibility of the education technology coordinator in the stage of my life, it was basically something new being introduced into schools.
Mm,
So my responsibility was to make sure that education technology, that is the gadgets, are being used in the classroom in a very constructive manner.
mm,
And when I used to train people, I used to make sure that I make them realize and learn that we should not revolve the education around the gadgets, around the technology.
mm,
The technology should supporting the knowledge that we're giving the students.
mm,
So when we plan things for the classroom, we used to plan the same lessons, but
mm,
we used to basically improvise how to use a particular technology in
mm,
order to support that learning so that the students can learn it better. So because technology, you see, technology is not being used or should not be used for the sake of using technology. It should
mm.
be used to support it. So the difference that the students experienced when technology was used in the classroom was that the environment that the students have at home is fully gadget filled,
Mm.
right?
Right.
They are fully मतलब कि technology हर तरह से है घर में. Everybody is using iPhones or using tablets or smart TVs. So that environment was not the same as in schools.
Mm,
So this so once the technology was introduced in the classroom, the students got a environment that was very, you would say, known to them. They were used to this kind of environment at home as well. So when they started using these technology tools in the classroom, it really helped boost off the education system. And students were very happy and interested in learning the same knowledge that they were doing before without these tools, but we got a very positive result after these tools were being used in the classroom. So technology is used very constructively in education now.
mm, I fully agreed on this. Ma'am, monitoring student progress and implementing intervention strategies are crucial aspects of your role. Can you share a success story where your intervention made a significant difference in a student's academic journey?
Yes, I can be explained in a way that being ahead, obviously we are responsible for the monitoring of the student progress.
Mm,
Either it be capacity of being a school head, either it be when I'm training in corporate levels.
mm,
Basically, I believe that being a trainer, you need to evolve yourself in the environment of the learning uh, capacity.
mm,
Now, how do we do that? When I observe teachers or people who I'm training, when I work with them, when I talk with them, I basically put myself into that situation where
mm,
they are and giving them real life examples. For example, the other day I was observing a teacher that is part of my responsibilities as a head. I made sure that the students, by the end of the day, do learn what they are required to learn. Now,
mm,
at a point of time, teacher, according to my standards, was not able to explain, the exposition part was not up to the level because I could see the students, they were not, getting the kind of understanding that they're supposed to. So
Mm.
I intervened. I requested the teacher if I could intervene and help her out. She was uh, very positive about it, and
Mm.
she said, "So you can," and so I did. So because of so much experience that I have, I wanted to help that teacher, and I demonstrated what was
Mm.
actually supposed to be.
Mm.
So she, there was there were two learnings over there at that point of time. The teacher learned, the students learned. So I think learning took place at that moment. So these are the kinds of things that I think educational leaders or any other kind of a leader should be doing. So if a leader is that positive and that interventive without hindering the learning that is going taking place at that time, or demoralizing the person you are intervening for, I think that is a positive way of teaching and making sure that learning is taking place. So if you're talking about monitoring, yes, I know almost 99% of students' names in my school. Why?
Mm.
Because I monitor each and every part of my school the whole day. I interact with the students, I interact with the teachers. My door is always open for anybody to enter. Even a child of the pre-nursery level can come into my room and they can tell me everything. Either it's related to their house, either it is related to their class, to their teacher, to their friends. So it's an open door over here in my campus. So the kind of leader I am, I do not follow very bureaucratic, tendencies over here. I am a very people person. So it is very easy for the students and the teachers and the parents to talk to me. So I think that is the success that I can live on for many years. That
Mm.
I've been a supportive person for them.
Ma'am, what's the favorite part of your job, about your job? What do you like most, favorite about your job?
I love interacting with children. That is my
Children.
favorite part.
Hmm.
I love it is the glory of my every morning that I get up. I feel really excited that I'm going to go and meet little munchkins in the school because my campus is for early years and they are really little uh, babies basically coming to school in the morning, consoling them, talking to them, discussing things with them, and with obviously with my teachers as well. That's the part of life, as we say, learning never stops. We learn each and every day. So my learning has never stopped. I will not let it stop at any time. Every day we learn something new, either it's from the children or the adults. So I love interacting with people. So being on this job, working, either I'm training anywhere else or being on my job, interacting with people is my favorite part of my day.
And what's the least favorite part of your job?
I don't think there's ever a least favorite part. Things you see when you have a responsibility, there are pros and cons of every
Hmm.
responsibility. So that is, if you take it positively, I don't think anything can be least. There are perils, yes, ups and downs everywhere. You someday you do meet a parent that maybe they are not being reasonable or they don't have a rationale for what they
Hmm.
are demanding. But then in the end, when you really succeed in convincing them and bringing them over to your point, that
Hmm.
is a success. You can turn anything into a success. And then when the parent leaves your office or a problem is solved, by the end of the day, if you think that you have done a good job that day, I think that is very satisfying.
And when you find yourself, and when you find time for you for entertainment or do something different with any aspect of the activities, what do you do for fun?
I simply relax. For being a mother and a professional, I I think working women really get very little time for themselves because if they are not on their job, they are mothers at home. And if they are not mothers, they are working. So the very little time that I get to relax is I just try to think about nothing, relax, analyze the whole day, and then maybe watch a movie and relax myself or talk to my children. These are the only things that I can relax with.
And what are some of the biggest challenge you have faced in your educational career, and how have you overcome them?
The biggest challenges that I have faced in my educational career,
Hmm.
there weren't much, not much.
Hmm. No problem.
Um, I did not face any kind of educational barriers at any time. The only challenge was when I was doing my double master's
Hmm.
and from BA TESL,
Hmm.
because I had a family, I was a woman, I had children, but my family was very supportive,
Hmm.
and that is the reason that I could, get a gold medal. I owe
Hmm.
it to my family, my friends, my children, my in-laws. They were very supportive. So that was a challenge. Other than that, nothing.
Hmm. Miss Fa, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really wonderful having you here and learning from your experiences. But before I wrap up, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience or any message you would like to leave them with?
The only thing I would like to leave with is giving a thought, food for thought, basically. I would want every woman to strive for better. Being a homemaker is a wonderful job. And I think other than being a working woman, being a homemaker is even difficult. You are doing wonderful job. But I would say either you are a homemaker or a working woman and a homemaker, both, never stop educating yourself. Keep up to what is going on. That is the only way you can keep up with everything else. Never go stagnant. You should, evolve. You should improve on what you already know.
Hmm.
So अब तो आप देखें दुनिया इंटरनेट की है
Hmm.
and it's all in the palm of your hand. So you never stop learning. So why not use that power in a constructive manner?
Hmm.
So I would love for women to, improvise on what they already know and educate themselves even further and learn new techniques, do online courses. You can do online courses by sitting in the comfort of your home these days.
Hmm.
You don't even need, अब तो इतनी आसानियां हो गई हैं कि
Hmm.
आप घर बैठे बैठे बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं.
Hmm.
So why not do that? I have done it as a single person, as a family person, so it is possible. So I would really request them to please continue learning.
Hmm. Or any message, any suggestion for me?
I really liked your show before we were going to have this interview. I looked at your page and I'm really happy because most of the interviewees are women. And you have really, encouraged them in every way how to, project what they're doing. And I think women should know that there are successful women working hard outside there besides men. And it is a very positive change in the society, and it should continue. And people like you are very, very great in the manner to project these kinds of women. There might be young girls, maybe experienced women who have been working for so many years like me. So it you gave us an opportunity to project what we really are and what we are doing and how can it be made possible being a woman of our society.
Thank you very much, ma'am, once again that you have participated in this podcast, in this interview. And definitely it is gonna help for those people who wants to do something big in the life. They can watch your podcast and get some strategies to be successful like you. And most importantly, they can get a positive vibes. They can get how to think in positive way so they can get success in the life. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
T-
Thank you so much,
Take care.
Kamal.
Take
Thank you.
care. Allah Hafiz.